All right, it's showtime again. And let me knock off my sign before I am berated by my friend Tommy. So it is done. Now my stream health looks pretty good. Where is my company? Well, I'm going to get the party started. We're looking at earnings, news right here. And we had jobless claims come in a little lower than expected. And as a result, bonds started to tick down. So any positive news on the economy seems like it's going to lend to the fears of inflation. So this is good to know, so that you get the character of the market and how it's going to respond to things, which makes earnings season kind of interesting. All these companies are going to be doing phenomenal in earnings, you know, that just means that there's money around, and they're going to have capital spending, and that may lend to inflation also. Also, it demonstrates that people are out there spending money, consuming things. So it's going to be a very interesting earnings season, I think. Something that we could watch and try to figure out how to play. So jobless claims came in less than expected. Continuing claims are still higher than expected, which I don't know. That's kind of interesting. I mean, does it lend to the idea that it'll soften inflation, or can it? You dig into it and think about the idea that that people are just kicking back, collecting checks, not working, and will be out there enjoying the summer and spending some money. So I'm gonna have to chew on that a little bit and see how it lays out. So everything else for the rest of the day really inconsequential. We could look at the Fed Treasury purchases and see how much they're going to spend. It looks like people are anticipating $2 billion. The reason that's important is, you know, they talk about tapering their asset purchase, and we might be able to pick up on a trend that they are tapering their asset purchase. So that's like, you know, coming off the quantitative easing, taking the punch bowl away from the market. But the big news is non-farm payrolls tomorrow. I mean, that's what I'm watching. That's why I feel the market's really dead right now. And just consolidating. Everybody's just kind of sitting back, waiting for that non-farm payroll. Again, so anyway, let's get out of that. Really nothing big going on CNBC. Yeah, you know, the front page of CNBC, I mean, they're basically just making up news. So we look at the S&P right now. It's only up 4 points. Nasdaq's down 16. Dow is up 54. So everything's flat, basically, just flat. You know, you're talking about a couple of cents on Microsoft and Apple and Tesla and Amazon are a few bucks, you know, in either direction. So just really nothing going on. And we could expect a pretty boring day. I mean, you know, quite frankly, I have in my calendar, do not trade today, because under normal circumstances, it's a very dull day, the day before non-farm payroll. It could be choppy and just no follow through. But we've actually seen that for the past week or so. And I think everybody is just being very risk adverse. because of the threat of inflation. But welcome, all my free folk. And if you are new to the channel, which I don't think there's anybody new here right now, you could hit the subscribe and the bell so that you know after I get knocked out that I'm back up again, because I am streaming from the back of a boat and my internet access is random at best. So if you hit the bell, you'll know as soon as I get everything back online and I'm rocking and rolling. And if you hit the like, that just might save the channel and keep me going. So, and the chats, man, the chats just help me with the content, gives me stuff to talk about. When that chat is active, we usually have a really good time, come up with some good topics, maybe remind me of stories that I get to tell, and things of that nature. But good morning to everybody who's out there. Anybody want to send me a hello? When I'm calling you. So, you know, it was a light week on making money, taking trades. I think we took a few trades. Yeah, you know, made a couple of nickels and dimes. Yesterday was one trade that I took, and it was a break-even trade. Just really not in it. The range of trading yesterday was really small, so it didn't make sense, which is why we didn't trade, which makes for a valuable day when you're new to the industry and you're training, because the biggest problem I see that traders have is that they overtrade their account. And they overtrade because they're looking to make money, and that's not what the industry's about. You want to be looking to make a really good trade, and if you focus on that, the money comes. It's a byproduct of trading well. So so that's it, man. And I know it's early. A lot of people don't want to get up, or a lot of people are at work, but seems like a quiet day, man. Maybe everybody took off and they're on vacation. Maybe everybody could hit up PayPal and help me support the channel, and I could hire a few people that could just put questions and comments and keep me talking. Keep me talking. So I'm looking at the, this is the 500 tick on the S&P futures, and there's a lot of volume in the S&P, so the 500 tick works well. During the day, we look at the S&P 500 with a 10 tick, and that works pretty well. But I'm actually seeing that it's really slow. The market's really slow. There's not a whole lot going on. There's a tick count right down here, and you can see on a 500 tick, we got 300 ticks left, roughly. And that started at 8:58. So 16 minutes for a 500 tick bar, that's just way too long, way too long. Just shows you that there's no volume in the market. And I mean, we don't want to trade in that. Everything's about momentum. Even the AMC trades, when you're looking at that, it's about momentum. And that's, you know, like I'm sure there are a lot of professional traders out there trading AMC, yet, you know, long and short, back and forth intraday, because all the rhetoric and hype has created momentum in that equity, and that's what they're looking for. So buttons. Do not adjust your computers. This silence is me thinking. Just looking at things and having a thought. So I saw the Krispy Kreme is coming out again. I think Mr. Millions, Dylan's by the Millions, is into the IPOs and likes to trade that. If he's out there listening, if you have your ears on, Dylan by the million. Don't know what's going on. We had that news yesterday, or that information that one of the free folks shared with us about the convertible debt. Yeah, I keep digging into it, and I'm trying to find out if hedge funds have taken a position in convertible debt to neutralize their position, and ride this thing out. And it actually becomes a positive income situation because they're collecting interest on that debt. And it being convertible into securities, it offsets their risk. So now they could sit in this thing, and they're making money. So now they're hoping, that the apes get a little crazy, drive this thing up, and I mean they'll convert their debt, and then start liquidating. Oh man, that could be. Oh wow, that could be a nightmare because they could start liquidating the debt they converted at the highs, and just start the sell-off. So they'll be putting selling pressure on this thing without even taking additional risk or putting on more shorts. So yeah, it could turn around and get pretty interesting. Are we starting this bad stream situation again? I'm looking at my stream quality, and it's saying poor. I gotta check out Crazy Man Anthony. He probably has some good solutions. I doubt he's up yet, though. My free folk family get to sleep late. But again, if you're new to the channel, just hit that bell because sometimes I get knocked out and then I get it up right away, and you'll get a notification when I get it back up, and you can jump back on. And usually when things get most interesting, that's when I get knocked out. Okay, so we did a morning meet. We looked at the news, but again, the daily, that's a nice strong daily bar. And we have a divergence because we have the momentum down here with this high. And actually, let's squeeze this a little bit, and it's a little more obvious. So you can see, and we could even get rid of that right there. You could see the high here and the high on the market, and then this higher high, extreme high on the market, and the momentum a little lower. So in order for that divergence to be triggered, we have to trade below the previous day's low. So today, if we break down below 87.96, if we break down below 87.96, then we're going to trigger that divergence. Now, again, the trigger the divergence doesn't mean a full reversal on the market, but it does mean that the trend is entering, and we could be entering a consolidation. On a daily chart, entering the consolidation could take us down to the 4270 line, which that's not a bad trade. I mean, you're talking about 18 points if we can get that nice move. No reason why you can't go down to 4233. A 50% retracement is very healthy. A 38 is more probable than the 50, but still a really nice goal. From 88 to 50, I mean, you're talking about 30 points. Maybe 40 points in that move. So this is what we're looking at. Anybody out there want to say good morning? Good morning. I know you're listening. I see you out there. Let's take a peek at AMC. Unless maybe I see. No, that's 833. Okay, looks like my chat is working. That's like when you're waiting for a call and you keep picking up your telephone. Like, is anybody there? Is my phone working? Yeah, nothing going on here. What's it doing in the pre-market? Nope, we're on the pre-market. All right, cool. Um, mm, mm, mm. No, I don't even know what I'm looking for. So, yeah, this is just still hanging in consolidation, man. Just nothing going on. Momentum keeps fading off. I mean, just really not so not so enticing. The 60-minute momentum seems bullish. So it might be able to turn the daily. I mean, that's encouraging. If the 60-minute was negative along with the daily, then I'd be pretty apprehensive. But it might be able to turn the daily. Nothing else I really want to look at. Oh, let's look at space. Virgin Galactic. That's cool. Close that silly gap up. Looks like a bearish bar after the gap up. Bullish bar, I'm sorry, after the gap up. I'm feeling good about that. Just trying to figure out where I'm going to buy it back. I liquidated half my position, and I got out in the high 57s. And I want to take that position again. I'm just going to wait on it a little bit. Just watch it. Quiet day. There's nothing moving, man. Those ticks are just slow and moving. Just nothing to look at. Nothing. Got 10 minutes to the market open. Looks like Exxon is in focus. Oh yeah, look at that. Up $1 on Exxon. I have Exxon for a long-term investment. Pays a nice dividend. I'm hoping they smarten up about the environment. Seems like they're accepting the idea of being an energy company instead of an oil company. And that would be their key to future success. But they're very generous with the dividend consistently, and usually up it. And it's right about where I want it. I bought the stock a lot cheaper, so the yield was better, but it's still a really nice yield right here. So I'm doing that long term. If anybody wants to take a look at it, look at the company and see if that's right for you. Say something, I'm giving up on you. So is anything big going on in people's neighborhoods? There's a 4th of July fair or 4th of July celebration they're having this year. It was kind of muted last year, although they did do it in one of these small neighborhoods. You're down south, so they kind of believe in being a hardy people as opposed to a fear of a virus. So they had a little something last year, but it wasn't what it usually is, apparently. But this season, at least this community, looks like they're going all out. I think I'm going to go out there and get some footage, some video footage, see what's going on with the party. Try to do a documentary on my journey from Manhattan to around the world while trading. And then maybe we get a big enough page, I'll take the free folk with me. Anybody chatting with me? I'm not seeing any chats. Not common that you guys don't wish me a good morning. I'm wondering if there's a problem with the chat, or if I should reboot or something. You know what, everybody, I'm not getting any chats, and all I see is mine that says good morning, so I don't see any way of just rebooting the chat. So I'm going to end the stream and then hop right back on to see if I can get things going.